All right, kids, welcome back to Energy Boom 101. The camera's shaking because the marijuana mania is clearly still occurring on Wall Street, perhaps unabated. We'll get to that eventually, but the first thing we want to let you know here is this is Energy Boom 101, the confluence where crude and cannabis meet. Lately, it's been a lot about cannabis and not as much about crude, but we'll rectify that today. A lot of big things happening in both ends of the world. The first thing we really want to talk about, though, is the cannabis end. We've got these stocks just going nuts on Wall Street. And the first one we want to talk about is hemp. We're just going to look at them. For God's sake, they're up 33% today. This roller coaster is just not ending. God bless them, too. The average volume of 69 million was basically met today. It was actually a little beneath average volume of 62 million shares. And it went up 33%. So what that'll probably tell you is that everyone that came to the party today bought. Now, it'll probably go down tomorrow because check this out. Let's do a 6 month of hemp. Let's see what's going on with hemp in 6 months. Here comes the 6 month. Hold on. That's the fastest technology ever made. This is a lovely little book my brother got me. And until it actually pulls up hemp, we continue to stare at, in disbelief, I may add, at the 33.33, that's the best part, percent rise in 1 day. Now, check this chart out. That's a fucking boom spelled with a PH. Sits there, hangs out for about a year. The farm bill passes, so suddenly hemp is removed as a restriction. Kaboom! Now hang on, it's got to settle down. Market's getting out of control, got to drop it down. Got to find its own little footing there. We got a new plateau, it looks like, maybe, who knows, at about 10 cents. We'll see. But this is today in just one stock, and that's hemp. Now let's look and see what the others did today, because it's been pretty nutty. The other one is what I call the confluence. It is literally where crude and cannabis meet because it's signature, exploration and production. You've heard about this a million times. This crazy company was formed to explore for oil and gas. Now they're exploring for cannabis. They may have hit a green boom, other than they're down 15% today. But no one knows what the hell's going on with this thing. It could be a total shell game. It could be a clam bake, which was a great Elvis movie. We look and we don't really see any big news that would suggest why it's gone down so much. We look at the volume. Hell, it's about the same as the average volume. We look at the chart. Basically, there have been people selling all day, so no huge deal there. Just one more stock that's getting double digits ups and downs on a daily basis to confirm that, I repeat, the marijuana mania on Wall Street continues unabated. I would not invest a dime. I would simply sit back and watch the fireworks for a year, and then I'd invest because there'll be much better companies. Now that said, and we say that every time we get the chance, let's go back and see who else is doing something. Here's a great one. Cannabis Science. Now these bastards have been beat up the last few days based on a Seeking Alpha piece that talked about them possibly being a little misleading and fraudulent. Not a good thing, which is why they've tanked the last 2 days. But buyers rushed in today is what the market would call it. Buyers rushed in today and drove the price up 18%. Huge. Hey, did you see that? Did something just move there? Anyway, their volume today was 15 million. The average volume is 2 million, so 7 times the activity on the floor. It was all buyers, as you can see right there. Once again, we'll repeat. Cannabis Science, along with hemp, fought, and a few others, medical marijuana and a few others, are what we're following simply to watch the fireworks on Wall Street, to watch this marijuana mania, and to hope that we can understand something maybe 25 years from now. Who else was doing something crazy today in the marijuana sector? Here's a great one. Here's a totally legitimate marijuana stock, and I'm glad to see they're going up. I say legitimate. I don't have a fucking clue. That was also spelled PH. Look at this. GW Pharmaceuticals up 6% today. Their average volume is about 400,000, and that's what they did today. So it was basically just buyers. Now, quick reminder, GW Pharmaceuticals has the flagship drug Sativex, great name. Don't know where they came up with that, but Sativex. And they are in clinical 3 trials, and hopefully will soon be on their way to FDA approval to treat a variety of things. And then the stock should move a little more. No one knows for sure, but we're following it. We think this is a legitimate company. We want you to follow it too. Now, are there any headlines that maybe move this? I don't know. Look at this right here. Todd Harrison, whoever the hell he is, says that cannabis is the single best investment. theme for the next decade, by golly. Now, I don't have a clue who this guy is, and he may be pretty damn smart. But there's just some great stuff you wanna look at here. As a matter of fact, I recommend that all 17 subscribers, and I'm not so sure all 17 of you are listening anymore, but if you are, God bless you. Here's a bevy of research that you can do. Everything from Todd Harrison's belief that Wall Street is the single best investment theme for the next decade. I agree. Wall Street, why Big Pharma may not be cashing in on medical marijuana. Some of it is, I'll guarantee you. And then here's one, marijuana, the most dangerous investment you can make, question mark? Yeah, probably. It's high risk, high reward. Here we go. Let's follow this game as it unfurls. We're only 6 minutes into the hour, so I know that most of you have quit watching, but there's still a few of you out there that want to complete this thing. Well, get ready. Here comes the next big marijuana stock. Oh, shit. MJNA, Medi Mary, up a whopping 2% today. Now, their average volume is 22 million. They went 6 million today. So, not too many people coming into their doorstep today, but those that did bought. That's sort of nice. Other than medical marijuana, could be another wacky shell game. No one knows. Just watch these fireworks for a while. Let's see if there's any big headlines. Medical Marijuana Incorporated and Livewire's joint venture. Purchase, I don't know, who the hell knows what all that stuff is. Read it, kids. That's what you ought to be doing, reading. Quit Googling it and start reading it. Anyway, big thing there for medical marijuana for the day. There's one other cannabis stock we like to look at, and that is FOT, Grow Life. Now, Grow Life took a little pounding today, got themselves down about 5%. Their average volume, as you can see, is 43 million. By the way, those are huge numbers for average volume. It's all computer trading, though. It's not too rigged, not yet. Or actually, maybe it's more rigged now than it will be later. The volume today was 28 million, so they did half of their normal volume. And of those folks that came to the party, most of them sold, it looks like. Now, any big news coming out of Grow Life? Let's see. Here's one from the street. That's Jimmy Kramer. Marijuana stocks need to grow their balance sheets. No shit. All right. So there you go. Nice overview today of marijuana mania on Wall Street as it continues unabated. And we can get over to the crude section, which is the really fun stuff, the oil and gas sector. Because remember, kids, those two things do meet in the middle. And it is the optimism of energy and the compassion of cannabis that drives and polishes the lens through which we look and attempt to study existence. We've got a lot of ideas we're going to try and spin off if we can get more than 5 people to watch this frickin' show. Right now, by the way, 17 subscribers. I think 960 hits, not bad. And, I don't know how many divorces based on this god-awful show, but we'll try and tally that later and send that to the Wall Street. Oh, shit. Prepare yourself for a sign-off. My friends, you're in for a rare treat, and this never happens. By the way, we're drying our laundry out here on the balcony, the Boom U balcony. The Buchanan Street balcony at Boom U is using nothing but honest-to-goodness, homegrown, sun-kissed prairie wind straight down the plains of Oklahoma to dry all these items, including this. Motley Crue's Girls, greatest shirt ever. I don't want to interrupt the bells because they're booming. They've already told 4, but here comes the song. We'll probably sign you off with this as you see this sweeping view of Boom U. We'll go out there, give you a good, patented, sweeping view of Boom U. It's not really in focus. No one cares. We're only 9 minutes into it. A lot of activity going on here, kids. Boom U is a sleepy little college in the Midwest. You'll never find it. Nothing going on here other than the president of Boom U is on the board of directors of Continental Resources, which, by the way, is about to hit $130 a share. Hank Ham is marching that army of the Bakken. So, as the bells wind down, we do as well. We're out of breath, and there's been nothing redeeming about this entire episode. So we're going to sign off here pretty soon and let you know that we'll be giving you another dispatch here pretty quick. This is a boom. Try and keep up. I'm already emotionally and physically exhausted. I've had it. I never wanted to do this in the first place, but I was sued by some hostile GMX shareholders, and my penance that I will pay forever is to do this lovely story that in the end is not about energy at all. It's about existence, which is why we always like to let you know that from our end, looking up here from the balcony of the Buchanan Street Boomer, we hope to remind you to always be optimistic and compassionate, and we hope that that will make you, or will allow you to enjoy a glorious existence in the now, the N-O-W, the now. By the way, whoever's manufacturing all this cannabis industry, they really need to get smart and start branding some of this stuff with positive connotations. For example, the now. Great name for a strain of anything, because it keeps you in the now. Or I shouldn't say it keeps you, but it allows you the opportunity to stay in the now. You don't want to really be kept in the now. You want the choice of being in the now. It's all about free will here at Energy Boom 101 in the Transparent Barrel. And anytime we can get an OU professor in the philosophy or the cognitive sciences department to come on the show and talk about free will, we'll gladly do it. In the meantime, we're going to wind it down with the bells. This has been Energy Boom 101, where we drill the strata of self and we frack the feelings of beings. 3, 2, 1, boom.